Alright, let's do it. Let's do run. I don't actually know Sir Sendek, for the record. Yeah, if we didn't already have that one, that's fair. You're okay with it. This is the run, chat. This is the run, Copium. Oh, Rain has dethroned Sleepy. I missed when Sleepy took the throne, but... This good. For the tattle, that is fair, Eli. That is fair. For what it's worth, you'd probably only hold the throne for a little bit anyway. But the tattle is forever. Or something like that. Yeah. Alright, have a good night, Dragon. Do a good run. I will try. That last run was not good at all. It just had hallway time. It just actually got timeout. That was the only thing good about it. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, I know I've talked about this in the past, but, if I just made like a 10k reward, channel point reward to change tattle, because I just saw Adam's tattle, and I was like, wait, well, he'll probably want to change it once he has a PhD. I feel like 10k, enough that it's like people aren't doing it all the time, but it's like, you know. Like, does that seem fair? Rather than just they. That, I feel like someone other than me should answer. Yes. Katsa says yes. 2.5 years before that happens. I mean, I still play it. Okay, but like yours made me think about it, as in like situations like that, especially. It's like it probably would make sense to have some option. I know I've talked about it in the past. I just never added it. Oh yeah, also that. Also what Sleepy says. Dr. Adam has a nice ring to it. True. What's up, no? And you low-key won it. Oh wait, what's your title right now, Cats? I forget. Alright, I'm gonna... Wait, why have I not added that in the past? Like, I swear there have been times in the past where I'm like, I'm gonna add that right now, and then for some reason I didn't. I don't know. Alright, but yeah, I'll just make it 10k. And add it. And basically I'll make it so that if someone redeems it, even though they don't already have a tattle, I'll just refund it. And be like, no, bad. And if I really wanted to be fancy, I could make Goombadio detect if they have one already or not and automatically refund it. But technically I could make Goombadio automatically add the tattle that they suggest, but then that prevents me from being able to properly moderate it. Probably has an essay to write. Oh, right. Okay. Okay, let me add that. And then potentially figure out why I haven't added it in the past. Oh, I still have these full screen. Okay. Add new custom reward. Change tab. If you already have How's it going, GarageCast? I lost the game. No, see, if you simply from the first time that you think about the game, never stop thinking about it. You can only lose it once. Easy. Alright. Do not skip the request queue. I don't think I need to put a cooldown on it. Okay, this should be good. Okay. If I look at the request queue, it should be there. Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay, so now there is an official way to change your tattle, if you already have one. If you redeem that and you don't already have a tattle to try and get a cheap one, I will refund your points and say no, bad. Oh, Slack did it too, nice. You just type them in, nice. Yeah, that seems like the best way to do it. Life has never been the same. So Lux Lord. Yo is very okay. Are the fastest speedrunners also the most consistent? Depends. Quite often, no. But also quite often, yes. Like, if you want to be the absolute fastest, depending on the game, sometimes it means that you have to go for, like, really risky stuff that is just inherently inconsistent. Which would make their overall consistency lower than someone going for more safer strats, but... Oh, you've been able to refund points forever. Like, ever since the that was added. But I can't, like, give people points. All I can do is, like, if somebody redeems something, and I don't have it set up to skip the queue, the reward queue, or whatever they call it, then I can, like, give those points back. But once I accept it, like, I can either accept it or reject it. But once it's accepted, it's like, those points are gone. You can't get them back. I can't even do it. I can't give people points. I do not have that ability. Personally, oh god, Dueling Dog. Oh god. Also, don't random thing I just thought of. Don't worry about me ever dethroning anybody. I won't do that. Because technically I could do that infinitely because I have infinite points. Can I find people points? Nah, I cannot. Honestly, it's a really annoying thing from a streamer perspective that I don't have any idea how many, other than like asking people and having them tell me, I have no idea how many points are out there, which can make pricing things kind of difficult sometimes. You know, if I try and add something new, there could be a whole bunch of people who've just been lurking and never spend anything, and they're just like, I don't know. It'd be really nice if they could tell us, like, the average or median number of points that any given person in our chat has. But those that do have a lot, it's a good point, actually. How's it going, Conrad? This is the most consistent I've ever been at Junior Skip in my life. Kirby. How's it going, Kirby? Oh, and I forgot that I needed that coin block. I actually forgot. It's not that I forgot I needed that coin block. I forgot that this room wasn't the room after it. And I was expecting the cutscene with Goomba. Partners. Oh, Ice Winds. That is Ice Winds. What would the image be for the change tattle? That's a good question. It's also really annoying. The reason that I didn't add pictures to it for a really long time, until I was finally motivated to last night, is because they still do the thing. You have to upload them like you used to have to upload emotes, where you need a 28 by 28 version, a 56 by 56 version, and a 128 by 128 version. You have to have all three of those. Even though now they have it for, and I asked for it in the partner Discord last night. I was like, yo, can we get this? But for emotes, you don't even have to do that anymore. If you want, you can just upload one image and they'll resize it for you, but not for channel point images. Hello, Rickaz. He drank it before it was cool. How's it going, dude? Or are they just skin? I've always assumed they were just skin. But you know, I've never really thought of... I mean, it'd be kind of weird for Goompapa to have a mustache and fur, right? Like, does that even work? Can that be can that happen? It was very annoying. Yeah, yeah. I mean, luckily, you know, I can do it in Photoshop, but... Goomba was a better partner, prove you wrong. I would never. Oh, for my emotes? Yeah, no, I mean, for my actual emotes, I've never uploaded, like the penguins, I always do the 3 versions, because it's going to look the best. Instead of, like, relying on Twitch to do the sizing for me. But for something like a channel point image that I don't really care if it's not, you know, perfect, like, just let me resize it. Oh, Carter dethroned Bardic Aspirations. Let's go. Dude, it's gonna be over. It might end up being over 10K by the end of tonight already. And I did, Carter. Yeah, I did fix it. It was missing. I was using the incorrect auth key. I had an updated one that had the proper permissions that I hadn't put on my server. I was only using it locally. What's up, Ariel? No, at least the plan right now is to keep it indefinitely. Like, it doesn't increase super fast. But it increases by a little bit more each time, but it's not like exponential. Or actually, would that be exponential? Since it is a quadratic, I don't know. It went up by 3, did it go up by 360 that time? If it went up by 360 that time, it'll go up by 370 last time. Not exponential. Yeah, I guess that would be, yeah. It's a quadratic series. Mutually exclusive with exponential. Okay. Gotcha. Like, yeah, the amount that it goes up by increases by 10 every time. The first time it went up by 100. What do you get for sitting on the throne? The reward says your name. It says you're the one sitting on the throne. I mean, it's mostly just for fun, but... RIP Xbox 720. Still would have been a better name than Xbox One. Could always reset it whenever I PB for chaos. True, I could change it to whatever I want. Yeah, specifically, I think but I should actually close this probably. But if anyone was really curious, oh, where is this? If anyone was really curious, the equation that I settled on was 5n squared plus 85n plus 910. So n being the number of redemptions that have occurred. That you understand separately, but together they sound like a different language. Ah, yes, I know these words. Without dethroning them? Yeah, if you just look at the channel point reward, it says, like, it's named dethrone whoever's on the throne. So, like, right now, if you go there, like, if you go look at it, the reward is called Dethrone Carter Ferris 07. Because I programmed it to change every time. Everyone else has to stand. All right, have a good night, Pro 2. Second COVID shot. Yo, let's go. All right, well, yeah, you have a good night. Thanks, Cloud. Nice expression I came up with. Wait, are you talking about dethrone, or do you mean the the equation? We have to say for Tattle. I respect that. I respect that, Shiro. I want to add more channel point rewards than I have right now. I've had something like that in the back of my mind. Originally, the original idea I had for the dethroned thing was just, here's a channel point reward that'll go up by 1 every time it's redeemed. Let's see how high we can get it. But then it eventually evolved into this, which I think is a lot better than that. Oh, Shiro has dethroned Carter. If you can dethrone yourself, yes. Lennon already did it earlier. I mean, if you wanted to make it even more expensive, you could keep doing that if you just wanted to make it more expensive for the next person. To make it less likely that they would. I guess that's a valid strat. I mean, I could block that, but I was like, who cares? What up, Bitsy? Doing all right. How about you? $3.90 next time. Nice. Very pedantic and dumb. Please do. Thank you for the host, Bitsy. And Hodor has dethroned Shiro. Oh heck. Says out of stock. Yeah, I put a 1 minute cooldown on it. So if you take the throne, you're guaranteed to hold it for at least a minute. I honestly, though, the main reason I did that was just to make sure that there was nothing weird with, like, somebody redeeming it while the bot was in the middle of calculating everything. Or so 2 people didn't redeem it, like, right at the same time, which could cause issues. And I didn't want to have to try and deal with that. You did do it. You are on the throne, Hodor. How does it feel? How have runs been? Well, I finally got a run with time. I literally got my first successful timeout on Hallway Bowser. Well, my first try timeout. In the last run, but that run was awful. But overall, runs have been good. The last, like, this week or so. Series is actually a sum of terms. Oh, this is actually a sequence. Oh. Okay, well, I don't have to change anything. Okay, well, I can start saying it's a quadratic sequence then. You know, that would probably explain why whenever I initially Googled quadratic series, I kept getting results about how to sum it all up, and I was like, I don't want to sum it. It all makes sense now. For the weekend? Oh, what's happening this weekend? Reset it every year and see how high you can take it? Potentially. Although this year ends in, you know, a month and a half. That's a weird thing. Or no, 2.5 months. No, 2.5. I can count, I swear. Yo, and Adam, thank you for the Prime sub for 16 months. Welcome back to the Rookery. Real alert. You were curious. Okay, in my defense, I haven't had to care about math as a subject or do anything complicated with it since like 2016 or so. So I wasn't thinking too critically about it. 1.5 quadratic months. Oh god. Oh, I don't think I said hi. How's it going, Red? Why not add different text if you do throne yourself? Cause that's extra work. That's something that I have to check for. A tough call. Oh, you mean for like using your prime? Who do you use your prime sub on, Ariel? Honestly, fair. Spooky jump scare mansion. I have no idea what that is, but yo, sounds like a good time. Hopefully. That was really good. Barely not a gold. Yo, we could do it. We could do like a tree prediction or something if somebody wanted to. Don't need that. Can I please stop doing that? I thought I fixed that. Okay. See Goombario action. Yeah, he doesn't really get any action past Goomba King in this speedrun. Oh, you just taught your students about it today? Okay, okay. Also, yeah, like, if you don't actually know which one is which, sequence and series totally both sound like they could be the same thing. So, yeah. Could be better? Dang. Unfortunate. Doesn't get any action. Since you don't stream and also can't get subs. Yeah, I was gonna say, do you even have affiliate? World record attempts? Nah. I'm not going for world. I mean, world record is a 140. And yeah, no, my sum of best is barely a 140. So no. I have no intention to try and get world record in this category. I would like a 141 though. I have a 142. This 143.21 isn't my actual PB. But it's only 22 seconds off. And the comparison for this run makes a lot more sense because my PB uses a pretty different route. So I'd be like way behind and then way ahead, and yeah, it'd just be weird. Well, honestly, Ariel, no one's really playing on Wii U these days, so no one really cares about the Wii U record. No, none of the runners really care about Wii U record these days. So honestly, if you hear a runner say world record, they're probably talking about the N64 record, unless they specify. Eclipse, why is the hitbox like that? Well, I can't just ride Lackey to the castle in space. I don't think he can go that high on his own. The JCOG personal goal. No more 139 tries. Not these days. No, Gloria has a 140 on N64. A 139 is technically possible in N64, but like all the stars would have to align. Or Rain, Rain. You have any percent world record? True on Wii. I was gonna say if Rain switches to N64 and starts doing Cooper skip, then it might be more likely. You always mean Wii VC unless you specify otherwise. I did, Bitsy. Although, did you see that is no longer the record? Glower held that record for all of like a couple days. Now Random has it back with a lower 249. Unless he got it today. But yeah, no, it's and dude, Random's run has a 3 cap on Crystal King. All cards in N64 is very not optimized, and there's gonna be multiple more records coming in that category. Yeah, all cards on N64 not optimized. And I kinda knew that because I held the all cards N64 record for a very long time, and I didn't even go for early seed. And I had a huge mistake in chapter 6 that I lost like a minute to. So, and I had a 250, so have a 250. So. On Wii. Oh god, I forgot about that. That word even existed. I am saying on Wii. On the Wii console, the Nintendo Wii. Yeah, I should start pronouncing on like I used to. Then there'd be no ambiguity. Is it not updated? Yeah, it probably hasn't been accepted yet. He just got it last night, I think. Yo, kid. Dethroning Holdor. Dude, I keep seeing it and it looks like a... I keep thinking it's a... a sub. As a 3-cap Crystal King. Yo, just like record. Bow skip? Oh yeah, bow skip has been basically a requirement for all cards record for a long time. I think probably about the best you can do with the regular non-bow skip route is... I think Sway has a 253 in it. I think that's probably the fastest anyone's gotten with that route. Technically, you could go for all the risky stuff at the end, but like, if you're gonna do that, you might as well skip bow. Oh, Peach, yeah, exactly, Metropolis. Early seed is the only glitch you skipped. Yeah, fair. Early seed is a lot easier to do these days with the current setup. It's not nearly the run killer that it used to be. It can still kill runs, but it's not nearly as bad. But it's still not the easiest thing in the world. Still has 252. Yeah. GigaDB. There's a few reasons. I think the biggest reason is just last I knew he was really busy with school. But I don't know if that's still the case. He's not super active in general. Oh yeah, doing it on Wii is even worse. I forgot about that. Sam sub 3. Nice, nice. No, he didn't immediately ban in Pape. He still did runs for a while after that. Like, he got a few more PBs after sub 3. But he then wasn't too much longer. Gotta go sit with the plebs now. Oh, he's from the classic controller, really? I didn't realize that. Because that seems like exactly the type of thing that Wii VC would do. Last one you saw him get? Oh, okay. Teach you how to do early seed. Oh yeah, what do you do? How do you reset your angle rain? Do you unplug? I think I think classic controller does have a button combo you can do, but I don't know if it's a good one or not. The GameCube one sucks because you have to hold it for like 3 seconds and it like still pauses. Oh heck. Imagine looking at the screen. Breath of the Wild, we're gonna use just by turning on the console. Maybe. JCog money emote has legs. Dude, that honestly, JCog, or maybe like JCog sellout or something. Sometimes hits a bunch of random buttons. Oh, that's fun. But that's what you do, okay. Is that the case even? Oh wait, no. I was gonna say, is that the case even if you unmap the home button? But this is Wii, not Wii U. Oh, it's dethroning, okay. 11. Oh wow, I'm surprised that worked. I thought my angle was too high up. But it wasn't. No, that's so dumb, right? Yo, this is my best run ever. Let's go. Poggy's in the chat. Yeah, that's like a common thing this game does, Conrad. So whenever the game loads, it loads everything that it might need. Well, maybe not everything it might. Everything that it a bunch of stuff. Basically, it never loads anything in other than on the loading zones. And anything that it doesn't actively need right at that moment, it usually stores below the ground at coordinate 0, 0, and then y minus 1000. And then if it needs stuff, it just teleports it around. But you still must. It's okay, I can say it ironically. As long as I don't start saying that all the time, I can still say it and it's still ironic. 15%? Oh heck. I can tell myself that? Okay, but that's the first time I've ever said it. Not after that. That was the first time. I mean, like, if I waited 2 months and then said it again, I think it could still be ironic. It is a very thin line. That is true. That is very true. Heck. Wait, I legit barely remember fighting the Spike Goomba. The cooldown. Yeah, PB Chance has like at least a minute. I forget. Does text form count? It still counts, but it's like, I feel like it's different. When is rock climb? How much does rock climb save with the cleft route accounted for? Because I just don't see rock climb being worth it at the current moment in time whenever I have a 143. Last I knew it saved like 6 seconds, but I feel like with route changes that 8 seconds now, I just don't see that as worth it right now while I have a 143, honestly. Beautiful. Might just walk over Sun Tower skin. That was actually a really good early seed. Yeah, that dude almost like chased me off the edge. Can you whack it when you store it underground? Well, definitely no, but the only reason I know that for sure is because you can't use your hammer whenever you're not on the ground. And if he's stored below, which I don't actually know if he is or not. But then you wouldn't be able to ever use your hammer in that situation. But if there was ground down there, that I don't know. Oh, fair. Something like 2DSS. No. Our names mostly make sense except for the ones that don't. The glitch names in Paper Mario are mostly things that make sense. Early seed, rock climb. You know, where you get the seed early or you climb the rock. But then we also have Flaricary, named after Flare, who I don't even know who that is. And we have Glower Jump, because Glower found it. Pie Jumps, because I Ate Your Pie found them. Alright, get your preds in. It's like a mix of those. DSS that doesn't. Oh my god. How many different tricks are named after Dram? Also, this one's kind of hot. Can't wait to get third try speedy spin. How many Prez did you miss? This is only the second of the night. Flare Carry is the one where you skip the, like, in Chapter 5, when you skip breaking all the blocks to make the spike ball break the wall. Is Chad psychic? Maybe. The JCOG slide glitch. That one was, in fact, first try. Correct. Oh, and then I had on my BHS attempts, last call for Preds, by the way. I got the jump for BHS 3 times in a row, but only actually got into the house on the third try. All right. And Preds are up. And we got first try. Let's go. That is a 1-2-4. That was such a slow whip. You don't know what you're guessing. That's okay. You got a point, I think. Nah, that was too high. Nice. Okay. Hot. Oh, did you get it, Maddie? Alright, I'll enter it in a second. 1-2-4. One, two, four. Boom. Oh, Lexi and Maddie got it. Yo, let's go. Do I owe either of you subs? Yo, 15 cap guaranteed 2-turn? We take those. That's kind of hype. This run is on fire. Yo, can I get a 10 cap, please? At least. Let's go. Okay, I do not owe either of you subs. Dude, what? Can't wait to see how I'm gonna choke it. Yeah, I actually got the 1.5 turn blooper. You don't see that very often. %. It knows. Honestly, didn't think that was gonna work. Wait, what are you confused about? Chapter 5 is one of the harder places for me to read chat because there's a lot going on. But I can try and explain anything you're confused about. Oh, the badge guessing? Yeah, so basically there are 4 potential badges that can appear in the badge shop. And I have assigned numbers to them based on, like, the emotes, bad spin 1, 2, 3, and then spoodly spun. And so you're just guessing which 3 show up and in which order. And you can either use the emotes or, especially since it's easier on mobile, I made it so you can use the numbers instead. Oh, dude, I did not think I was gonna make that. Yeah, rip. Really? Okay, that sucks. I lost time to going for that, but not the end of the world. Oh, okay. Here comes a minor choke, but it's fine. Yeah, you don't actually need to know that to participate. Every single guess has the same odds of winning. So, yeah. Like, any guess has a 1 in 24 chance of being correct. Because there's only 24 different combinations. You just picked a random number between 1 and 500? Oh, wow. That is impressive. Yeah, basically, if you want to try and remember which number is which, I always remember it because first strike is 1, multi-bounce, which, you know, hits multiple things. This is the highest non-4 number, the highest bad number, 3. The other one is D down pound. And then Spoodly Spun is, I just remember that's 4, because it's the good one. It's after the 3 bad ones. Also, I have images for them on my stream deck, but I don't really need them anymore. Yeah, I've never been able to put my finger on it, but D down always just seemed like a 2 to me. But it also could be because I'm doing this Preds minigame for, like, how many years now? Then destroy the boss, first try next day. Oh, that is a good feeling. One is the X, 2 is the hammer, 3 is the other one. Nice. Yo, what up, Ortho? Is this a category without OOT? Yes. There's only one category in Paper Mario that uses OOT, and I don't think I've done a run of it since GDQ. Unless I forgot, which is possible. Yeah, this trick is flare carry. You just kind of like, oh, go up here and then use para carry. I had a feeling that might happen after that. Well, that's stupid. Oh, what am I doing? Supposed to switch to Bomb there. I know, right? Crazy we haven't been playing that game. Hard to tell sometimes, but... That's Lava Piranha skip. Which is actually free. Like, you could do that right... Anyone here could probably do that right now. Well, I mean, assuming you had a file set up for it. Or the practice run. Got lucky the next morning, nice. Any percent is not technically the category with OOT. We had a vote about it and everything. We determined that requiring the use of an outside game makes it invalid for any percent. So no, it would technically not be any percent. Dang, I lost 15 seconds, that sucks. Oh well. Yo, Kelsey. Neither stopped nor swapped during my subathon. I did not. I thought about it, but I never did. OT PM64 early lackey category. oh, I said the one where you use the payload to get lackey early. I don't know. Stop and swap doesn't interest me much outside of just the credits for it. Doing cool stuff with Ace if it was all within Pape though, that's a lot more appealing to me. Personally. No, those seconds, they mattered. Yo, and Aron Wind, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 4 months in a row. Welcome back to the Rookery. To get Pape only Ace. I mean, I'm down. I'm certainly not opposed to this idea. What other games are compatible with OOT Ace? Like that you can use OOT to beat them? None. The only reason that Stop and Swap is like both possible and I guess noteworthy? I don't think that's the right word to use. But we have a very specific problem in Paper Mario in that we can so for Paper Mario Ace, we have a very specific problem that we have a setup where we can jump execution to we can jump execution to some places where we shouldn't, but only a few very specific places. And only 2 of those places that are really potentially useful. One of them is the heap, where is a potential place where we might figure out how to get Ace in just Pape, but we haven't been able to yet. The other possibility is the expansion pack, and which is what we use for Stop and Swap. But if we could use the same glitch to, you know, jump somewhere useful, then we wouldn't need OOT at all. I guess. Was that clear? I don't know if that was clear or not. So it's like there aren't very many games out there where you can get enough control to jump executions somewhere, just not somewhere useful, I guess. It's a possibility, but it's not like a common thing that comes up all the time. Been busy playing the game. You have to ace to the program. Yo, right, hello world, amazing. Get to the end of the game by any means necessary outside of actual cheating. I mean, you have to decide what actual cheating is. I mean, from the Paper Mario perspective, there's no difference between I see what you're saying too, but there's also, from the Paper Mario perspective, no difference whatsoever between using OOT or using a Game Shark. You know, like, and even if you didn't want to, you could even not do it with the Game Shark actually running. You could start up the Game Shark with another game running, like say OOT, place the code there, and then do the swap. So it's like the main difference, and I think why people find it interesting, part of why I find it interesting, is that it's using all first-party hardware and no actual cheat devices, I guess. You were busy typing your dumb joke. What's up, Trazi? Am I ahead or behind? I'm ahead because green numbers. Yeah, you want to, with my splits, you want to look on the left. The right is more for my reference to know how well or poorly I did on that specific split. Like, it's only comparing to that specific split. But the left is like whatever my whole comparison is, which right now is PB. Comparing to PB. The god tier emotes. Made sense to you? Well, I would hope so, Rain. I certainly would hope so. In exactly 55 minutes? Maybe? Potentially? Yeah, exactly. You can see how close I am to getting a gold for any split. And I like it just because it gives me, regardless of, you know, regardless of what my comparison is, like whether I'm super far ahead or behind or whatever, I can always know objectively how good that individual split was at a glance. I mean, you can also set that up with a previous split thing at the bottom, but for some reason I've never been as big of a fan of that. Could play Doom on OOT through Ace? Yes, you could. The answer to can you do X with Ace is pretty much yes. Your only constraint really is memory and, you know, someone willing to write the payload. Which together make another Ace to a useful area. Beautiful. Ace art. How fast this game runs on N64? Yeah? I wonder if they're using any kind of like... Rain, do you actually question that I've always wondered, but I have theories, but like it's all just theories. I have no actual evidence to back it up. Do you have any idea why Paper Mario runs so poorly on Wii VC, performance-wise? I mean, it's not awful, but you know what I mean. Compared to Ocarina of Time and MM that are significantly less laggy. The only thing I can think of is I know that they don't use TLB stuff, but I don't really know much about TLB. No, it's awful for sure. Okay. Yeah, that's been my only like potential theory is maybe the Wii is bad at emulating TLB stuff, but I legit have no idea. Oh, you think it's that too? Okay. Well, now I can say that as a theory with a little bit more backing. I am using a RAFnet adapter. Yo, Pog. 0.1 second gold. RAPHNET. How's it going, G-Lint? Every single effect is TLB mapped. Okay. Alright. Hard trick. Could kill the run. Okay. That was awkward. fine. Alright, not my best early lackey, but good enough. Still haven't done the... Dude, one of these days I'll remember to do the badge equip at the right spot. I'm also really bad at the badge equip for some reason. Oh, what the not even second to... Ah, bad steps. I made it onto the steps at least. I also like it when it doesn't kill the run. Not the bees! Oh god, what am I doing? Dude, just look at the game. I should probably focus more on the game, especially this run, since this run is still pretty good. Far from perfect, but still pretty good. Oh, yo, I could make JCOG Glod, like JCOG Rainbow or something. And make it like, yeah, you know, animated like that. Rain Bro. Wouldn't have been a problem with Sun Tower skip. Yeah, technically. Just brings its own problems. Alright, gonna lose a little time here, but nothing too bad. And you don't want to play Chapter 6. Honestly, relatable. Alright, plus 12. Not the greatest, but it's okay. Only 1.6 seconds off my best ever run. Oh, wait a minute, Lennon. You'd don't you have it working? Don't you have FP working on Wii? You could practice it that way. Just load the thing. Not a large time loss. 12 seconds isn't that bad. Not when the rest of the run is pretty good. Oh, the lag? Oh, right. Just get an N64 forehead. Just get an wait, when's N64 head? I don't even know what that would look like. But N64 head. It works. Yo, rodent, dethroning kid. Oh, heck. God's intended forehead. No, Lamau. Lamau. What's up, banana juice? The N64 kid said, oh my god. Except to make it, well... Because there's already an emote that's Nintendo 64 that is of that kid. I mean, you could just rename the other emote. You could just rename that emote, but... Xbox One head. Yeah, how would you mix those though? Like, I can't picture that in my head. In my two head, apparently. Why does it only turn when you go to and not when you come from? Oh. Yo, what the heck? That broke so late. I was like on my way down. That was weird. Okay. That was awkward. Okay. Just put it right on top, maybe. Wait, but then that's 5 head though, Bitsy. That'd have to be Nintendo 65 head. Except, I mean, that could work too. But it wouldn't make sense to have it be the 5 head as Nintendo 64 head. Is this even with PB pace-ish? Honestly, I don't know. This is probably a head. Like my actual PB, this is probably a head. Oh god. I don't remember where my time losses were in my actual PB though. That was sloppy. How's it going, Dreamcatcher Sky? Oh, bad angle. Oh, okay. Don't jump down. That would be bad. Oh, that was close to the fire bar. You get a diabetic coma. Life needs a patch update? I mean, no argument there. That's for sure. Eh. Oh, come on. Eh. Why's this gotta be so particular? This is iffy. Okay, we're still good. That shadow looked weird. Good. Okay, pretty good. The lineup for Peach Warp was a little slow, but it was still pretty good. Save file is glitched out. Yo, when's IRL point swaps? What's the PB chance margin of error? What's the biggest a margin of error can be? That much? How many people worldwide are currently speedrunning a game? Okay, that I don't know. Also, best ever run. Plus or minus 100, yeah. I didn't know if it would change since that can go beyond, you know, if it's... Unless it's 50%. No, wait. Yeah, no, that's what it would have to be, right? Probably more than 5. I would say so. An IRL game crash? Hmm. Maybe. I could see it. But I mean, I was gonna say you could just, for a naive way to figure it out, you could just go on Twitch and, you know, just filter by the speedrun tag and see how many people are online. But that would miss everybody who speedruns without the speedrun tag, which annoys me to no end, but it's fine. How am I supposed to find you? In big directories. But then there's also offline people. People on YouTube. There's not that many speedrunners on YouTube, but there's not zero. What about a slow run? Well, those seem less interesting. Just make an assumption. More than 5. Still more than 5. The only person I'm 100% sure that speedrunning right now is me. So, 1. I changed my mind. 1. Oh, that's what you meant. No, you said slow run. You didn't say slow go. When is slow go on from prologue runs? Whenever that's a good idea. Yo, what's up, Wolf? You only get the 4 seeds. Oh god. You'd still have to do early seed. It would just be any %, basically. Except the run ends before you do early lackey. The run ends as soon as you get the seed from Colorado in Chapter 5. Oh, no, you'd still have to go to the forest. Could you do that earlier? You could probably do that earlier. Maybe. I don't know if that'd be fast. Okay, it makes more sense in something like Super Mario Bros. Though, because you have a timer. So, like assuming you're not allowed to game over, you know, you do have to wait a long time. Maybe increase, does the timer go during loading zones? So maybe make as many loading zones happen as you can. There is an in-game time for Pape, but you don't die after the timer runs out. That's what I was getting at. You gotta equip Slogo in chapter 2. Exclamation point, how many bits? I don't think I should have, Metropolis. I don't think I should have. Just get all nut moons in SMO. I wouldn't be surprised if that's already a category. It is a good idea. It's debatable. 5 orders of magnitude of 5. That's what the bot said, so I guess so. I feel like we should make that command say something if nothing's put after it. Maybe not. Oh, I still need to do the... yeah. Wait, is there a space between that exclamation point and subathon? Or did it just split it onto my screen? No, there's no space. Okay. Just split it on my screen. I also have a channel in my Discord where I have listed which subathon incentives I've done and haven't. I should schedule more of those. I actually meant to try and figure some of that out tonight, but then I didn't. No, we will. Dude, it's... Whenever I made that, I wasn't thinking about DMCA concerns. So I can't stream it, because I would get hit, and I'm not doing that. And doing it on Discord is just so awkward. I'm gonna figure it out. I will figure it out eventually. But yeah, that's the plan, Bitsy. That's the plan. But like, I don't know. It's hard. Conditionals, yeah. Eventually, TM. Soon TM. Here's your sub goal, enjoy. I don't really want the video to just be generally available. Maybe I could make it a... No, because then people will download it. I don't know. Or maybe they won't. I don't know. Maybe people will be cool. Because it basically, there's like... If people were to like really analyze it, they could probably figure out some information about me. You know, docs type stuff. But people can screen record it. Yeah, but people are less likely to do that. Not impossible, but... Oops. Like, I'm not trying to eliminate the chance of something like that happening. I'm just trying to mitigate it. Oh, I got the spin cancel. Wasn't even trying for that. Oh, come on. Oh, bruh. To defeat the screen recorders. Drive to each sub and perform it for you. Wait, when will you beat Bowser? Wait, hang on. Dude. Jumping way too early. When you beat Bowser in PB, listen for Mario hitting the ground and ending cutscenes with partners. I should do that. Remind me after I PB Rain. You could be screen recording me right now. But that's okay, because I'm also just... You could also just download the VOD with Twitch Leisure. Like... If you're screen recording, you're doing it the hard way. Keyboard shortcut for superscript. Probably? Maybe? I don't actually know. I don't think I know one. How Nope, dang it. Dude, and then the camera takes forever to pan back up. Okay, that'll work. I don't know why. Whatever. Alright, slow Peach Warp. Feels bad. We're gonna lose time. You hate to see it. Okay. Man, it's so deceptively easy to lose time to Peach Warps. Like, you don't really think of... Peach Warp isn't hard. It's just hard to do without losing any time to it. Failed Chapter 5 card LCS. Down, 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 down. Oh god, I'm already losing time? Yikes. What, do you have to do Peach Warp twice? The first time beats Chapter 6, and the second time beats Chapter 7. And then we're able to go to Chapter 8. Yeah, another 13. That one kind of hurts. I don't like losing more than like a few seconds to Peach Warp, but sometimes it happens. It's okay. 141 is technically still on the table. Skip the best chapter? Yeah. No, 4%. Oh, heck. No, PB is very... PB, like, if I don't play awful and I get any kind of RNG that lets me finish, this should be a PB. Well, any kind of RNG that lets me finish that isn't like, oh, you got 3 craft on Bowser, need 3 close calls now, or stupid stuff like that. There is a chance. There's a pretty good chance of PB this run. Well, there's a pretty good chance of PB compared to the previous runs. We still have to deal with garbage and RNG, but yeah. I will be clicking the timeout button. This is true. I could still PB with a second try timeout though, so that wouldn't lose enough. Assuming I don't lose a bunch more time, which I could still do. Like, that could be good enough to PB. How's it going, Willow? RNG Manip when? Even if we ever did do that, it wouldn't be faster. Oh god. It's always gonna be fast. Even if there was an RNG manip, it would always just be faster to YOLO it. This all cards run. Oh, for zoom controls on Chrome? Oh man. Can you change either of them so they don't conflict? Get 3 close calls on Bowser. Lennon, have you seen the current any percent TAS? It gets a lot more than 3 close calls. Is there duping at any percent? Yes. That is after door 2. Yeah, we dupe a repel gel for final Bowser. Yes, Willow. So like 8 months ago? Okay, yeah, it gets like 8 or 9 close. It gets like 9 close calls, something on final Bowser alone, something like that. Important grown-up stuff tonight? Yo, Pog? Do you need to do more important grown-up stuff? I've been putting off important grown-up stuff for, well, nothing too important, but for a little bit. Is that what they call them? Or is that just what you're calling them? But no, that's awesome. That's awesome. And also locking in the rate on your mortgage and prepping for closing. Nice, nice. There is always more important grown-up stuff. Man. Being an adult sucks sometimes. Yo, headshot. You'll get 20 on yours? Please do. That would be kind of cool. I like that strat for the second Ember. Because it's fast, but it scares me every time. Antihistamines. That's amazing, actually. What's the strat? Hold a really good angle and spin the whole time. It's kind of YOLO. I do kind of try and watch to see if it looks like he's in a bad position, but it almost always works for me. It's failed a handful of times, but it almost always works for me. But yeah, I basically just try and hold an angle so that I never hit any walls on the way up, and that seems to give me the best shot. Strat are we talking about? Where I just kind of spin past that second Ember on Starway. I mean, it's not a super precise angle, but... So it worked on your laptop, yeah. Someone get save states on FP. Pausers. Are you actively working on that, Willow? You are? Oh, dang. Okay. No, you should. I hadn't heard anything about it from you in a while. Plug and chug that angle, yeah. What's up, Hamburger? Thank you for the good luck. Yo, we're plus 6.9 on best split times. Nice. Yo, headshot. Thank you for the 1,500 bits. Thank you for the good luck with Bowser RNG. I'll need it. I'll definitely need that. Is compression. Yes, yeah, that should be the one, Bitsy. The one that's, it's commentated, right? The one by Deuterino. Oh, it should be faster than 139. Unless you mean that's the length of the whole video. Okay, that was weird. He, like, delayed going after me. Video is 139. Okay, then yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, that should be the only task that Glower even has uploaded, because all the other ones... That's the only paper task that's been made by not Malio. And Malio would have uploaded it to his own YouTube. Deuterino made 2 tasks? Oh, really? Wait, what was the other one he made? Action command. Wait, did he finish the action command one? Because I remember we were always talking about doing one with action commands, but I didn't think we ever got around to it. I mean, I know there's the really old one that Malio made. But I didn't think that Deuterino... Yeah, I didn't think we ever got around to that. I could be wrong, though, but I feel like I would have remembered that. Rip. Zebs? Wait, why Zebs? oh, how many Dupligos transforms? Even number or odd number? Ooh. Yeah, that's basically a coin flip. I think. Probably. What? Bruh. Even all of them. I like this. I'd like that. I would be a fan. Or wait. Oh yeah, technically okay, it's not 50-50. Yeah, it's definitely not 50-50. Because yeah, it could be 0, 2, or 4, or 1 or 3. But it's also not that simple, because it's a 60% chance for each individual one to transform, and a 40% chance to not. So it's not an even distribution, but honestly... Oh, I didn't split. My bad. I was like, why am I so behind? What do you mean 0 isn't an even number? 0 is very much an even number. Yeah, I was like 100%, or not 100%. 0 is in every definition of the word an even number. But no, if it's no, if it's 0, it's not a refund. If it's 0, even wins. That's not, no. Number... No. If you divide by 2, and you have no remainder, it is an even... Or, sorry, no, or no, if you had... Yeah, no, or... What am I saying? I'm confusing myself now. I said it right? Okay, okay, yeah. Well, no, but a 0 divided by 2 is 0 remainder 2. If mod... I'm confusing myself. Hang on, let me just do these tricks. Is it gonna work? Rest assured, though, 0 is an even number, and that is not up for debate. Like, just Google it. I'm forgetting a formal definition, unless maybe I said it right, but no, we're not debating this. Okay. Your fun idea won't be fun at all? Wait, what did you say? Oh, was your fun idea this bet? The most even number of all? I don't know how that's true, but okay. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, no, it would be 0 with no remainder. Right, right, okay. Never mind. Yeah, that checks out. Oh no, 0 is not prime. Yeah, that I agree with. 0 is not prime. Positive or negative as a float. That's just based on the signed bit, right? Based on this debate. How many more straws we can grasp at? Just a huge no. Google's having none of it. Why isn't 0 a prime? Because, well, the definition of a prime number is that its only factors are 1 and itself. So I'm not exactly sure the proper way to define that, but I mean, like, 0 times anything is 0. I don't know if that technically means those are all factors, though. So... So I don't know the proper way to say it, but... Divisible by everything. Okay, okay, I wasn't sure if that was the proper way to say that. Yeah, so too many. Infinite factors, in fact. Which is, that's like, last I checked, that was a few more than 2. Probably isn't even 0. Super composite? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what that means, really. How dare I make you learn? For mathematicians, the answer is easy. 0 is an even number. Yep. You'll Google until your bet wins. Okay, for anyone worried that we're gonna get 0 transform, there's only a 2% chance of 0 transform. We'd have to get the 40% no transform 4 times. Which, if I remember correctly, works out to 2%. You'll keep it simple. I mean, Oh, are they hard to find to be bigger than 1? Okay. I couldn't remember. So yeah, I guess that means the negative numbers can't be prime. So that makes sense. So it's just the definition of a prime number. Gimme. I hate this bridge. Why is it so narrow? 0 is odd. Now I'm just imagining one of those, Is there a name for those memes where the brain, like, you know, it's like the brain dude just keeps getting bigger, his mind is expanding? One of those where it just keeps getting more and more until it's rain with 0 is odd. Brain expansion thing, yeah. Nervous J-Cog noises. Hopefully, we're trying to. I got a good run going here. We'll see if the game lets me win, though. How's it going, though, dude? Yeah, that Willow. Galaxy Brain. That's probably the actual name of it. Is this encounterless? Yeah. Yeah, it is. No encounters. Four transform, please. No, I want 4 transform. 4 transform, Duplighost that transform into Bombette die immediately from bomb attacks, so I can just power bomb to instantly kill them all. And I can skip a Starstorm. No, 4 does not mean instant death. 0 means I die, but and lose a life shroom. 0 is awful. All right, but here we go. All right, not 0. So you're. All right, that's 1. It's only 1. Oh. Okay, well that sucks, but odd wins. At least I blocked them all. That'd be really bad if I hadn't. All right, please don't drop a Thunder Rage again. Okay. Oh, death for the ghost. Yeah, it would be instant death for them. So close to 0. Yeah? Although the chance of it being 0 was gone from the first one, so. Are you really, Rain? I mean, it wasn't that bad for the run. That's a fight like that loses about that much time is the most common outcome, so. All right, now Junior here, I would like at least 1 close call, please. If I don't get any close calls, I lose 2 life shrooms, and that sucks. Also a 5 cap, arguably more important. Oh, Sam dethroned Static Rodent. All right, close call. Nope. All right, still have a chance. Still have a chance at 1. Down 1. All right, close call, please. Dang it, that sucks. Not the worst thing in the world, if I get a 5 cap. Or 6. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, he'll trip. Like, I'll know because I'll see him trip. The odds of a 3 cap, 2%. Unless you mean on Hallway Bowser, in which case it's higher, but I don't remember what the actual odds are on Hallway. Alright, so... yeah, don't need to eat the Ultra. Okay, I was gonna guess 15%, but I wasn't sure. For Junior? Yeah, Junior has the same odds as Crystal King, Huff, and just those two? Yeah, just those two, I think. Slow. Alright. Could definitely still PB. But like... you know. Any percent Omega lol. Yeah, 4-cap Junior is very slow. No close call in Junior isn't the slowest thing in the world, it just makes you lose life shrooms. It is still slower, but not nearly as slow as getting a 4-cap. Alright, here we go. More like Omega. Oh, wow, yeah, okay. Come on, timeout. Let's go. Oh, okay. Okay. We got something going on here. Not over yet. Still need to not get 3 caps. Shell shot charge do nothing. Let's go. Good fight. And very... yo, what the heck? Another 12-second gold right there. All right, all right. That is a very fast fight, yeah. Yes, Lullaby does work on Hallway Bowser, but it lasts 1 fewer turn. Which makes it not viable. Alright, speedy spin for close call, and that's it. Alright, I only have 2 life shrooms though. So odds aren't the best. I could have been going in with 3 if I had gotten a close call in Junior, but... let's go. Yeah, please 5 cap. That was a pretty thick time save, though. Is there any reason to not go for 4 cap on phase 1 and try to skip a shell shot? I'm pretty sure that puts him into the range where you can heal when you're at full health. I've never done the math myself, but I've always just assumed that. Oh, and skip a shell shot. Oh, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it was slower. Don't know for sure, but I mean, like, Shell Shot is really fast on Final Bowser because you can just do that. But, I don't know. You still have to select do nothing with paracarry, so I don't know. Oh, maybe he does. Yeah, maybe Sway does it. I don't know. No, there's a hard cap of 101 bounces for every enemy in the game. It's just that the odds of getting something like that on bosses is astronomically low. But there's no hard cap other than the 101 cap on any enemy in the game. If you didn't get healed after the Peach fight, I wish we didn't get healed after the Peach fight, then we could start in peril. Honestly, it'd be better that way. The highest realistic odds, yeah. That's a better way to put it. Has anyone gotten lucky enough on any boss? I don't think so. Usually you're not gonna, in a speedrun setting, you're not gonna try to go that high. To calculate. Yeah, it's also possible that it is impossible, not due to the programming, but well, I mean, indirectly the programming. But it's possible that the sequence of RNG values that you would need in order to make it happen, just due to the way the RNG algorithm works, there's a possibility that the proper RNG starting value doesn't exist. And I don't really know of any way to prove that other than brute forcing it. And I'd rather not brute force a 32-bit. Yeah. You can influence it with the damage done? Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. So that makes it even more complicated to brute force. Do the odds of a cap increase with each bounce? Yes. There's a formula for how it determines power bounce cap. It's kind of complicated for me to get into right now. There's a document in the Paper Mario Discord that explains it, though. Oh, Deathlord dethroning Sam. In a way, what would happen if you could? Oh, you don't even need. You can do that without any glitches, Bitsy. Just deal enough damage. Set it up so you deal enough damage, and also get pretty good RNG. But yeah, if you get him down to 0, if Bowser goes to 0 HP in phase 1, he just stays alive, and then whenever you start phase 2, he gets put to 1 HP. They did actually plan for that. Was it hard to set up for the reward? I mean, I had to program it, but so other than learning how the channel points API was, my idea pretty much worked first try. Well, the idea itself was like solid, so. You should, Metropolis. Exclamation point PM Discord if you wanted to join. Oh, and then right after, Static Rodent dethroning Deathlord. And just like that, the first 10K has been redeemed. Oh, changing Tattle. Okay, hang on. I'll have to do that. Let me focus on defeating Jack Black. You can dethrone yourself, yes. Would you want to? Probably not, unless you wanted to increase the price. To flex. Okay. Yeah, time save, close call. Oh, and Deathlord dethroning Rodent. Alright, Bowser, I need you to shield, please. Oh wait, this is actually awkward, isn't it? No, it's not, because I repel. No, this is good. I think this is good? Maybe? I'm confused. I'm confusing myself. So I got one shot when you shield up at some point. Okay. Oh, I always forget. I always forget that he'll still kill me right there. That's the part that always confuses me. But yeah, no, that's okay. That's good. All right. Wait, do I have an extra life shroom? I can't remember if I skipped one or not. I don't think I did. Yeah, but no, 5 cap. I don't think I did. So 5 cap wins. Not even capped. Let's go. That was a perfect fight, dude. Yo. First any percent PB in like 2 years. Let's go. That is a large PB. Oh, that's a good feeling. Oh, and we get a whack-a-whack. Hang on, let me clamp up. Dude, I haven't been shaky at the end of a run, at the end of a Paper Mario run in a long time, dude. I was there, though. The bitrate, Bitsy, yeah. Oh, and Willow dethroning Death Lord. Okay, hang on. I need to whack-whacka. There we go. Thank you for the GGs, everybody. When was my hang on. Let me check leaderboard stuff. Yo, and Glitch, thank you for the tier 3 sub for 9 months. Yo, sub baby, pausers. You're here, Pog. Oh man, this is a good feel. All right, let me open up speedrun.com. Let me check some stuff. You can be bright. Actually, Yoshizilla made it for me, Sky. It's not something you can just, like, buy somewhere. Yoshi was like, yo, I want to try sewing. Can I make you a Whack-A-Plush? And I was like, yeah. Okay, I'm bopping butter with this, but that's it. Or wait, what about N64? 140, no, 142. Yeah, I'm just bopping butter. So this puts me at 3rd N64 and 5th overall. Boom. Wait, yeah. Yo, Titania. Do it again with the whack-a-head bonk. Until I fixed it. Fixed. I mean, eventually I'll probably start having the hair, like, more down like this, but it's not long enough for that yet. I mean, I don't know that he's selling them. I mean, he also has, like, I mean, it could be easily fixed, but if I knew how to sew, but he's got a hole in his butt. All right. What else do I need to do? But yeah, I missed a bunch of chat, I'm sure, right there. Oh, and thank you for the 200 bits, haha. Dude, I can't. Bowser just memed on me over and over and over again until I got a good run to the end, and then he let me win. That is like the exact opposite of how any percent usually works. I really... Oh, whatever. No, I haven't done Willow's Tattle yet. That was the first thing I was thinking of. Yeah, well, thank you for the 100 bits, Bitsy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that RNG was great. I mean, well, okay, so Hallway Bowser and Final Bowser, I got fantastic RNG. Junior, not so much. I lost 2 life shrooms. And Duplighosts, I only got 1 transform. But those don't really lose that much time, so... Oh, thank you for the 100 bits, Yord. Clundo world record tomorrow? No. Not exactly what I was planning on. What am I looking for? Why do I not see... Oh, because the dethrones pushed it off already. Okay, hang on. Let me change Willow's tattle. Boom. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, any percent P dangers. The stars aligned. The star spirits aligned. Clento 2 optimized. It's not bad. Oh man. When TTYD Hundo? TTYD Hundo is a very different beast. Yo, what the heck? Headshot, thank you for the 10,000 bits. What in the world? This man cannot be stopped. What in the world? Thank you so much. Oh, are we not doing a percent to section prediction? Unfortunate. It's not too late. Could still do a short one. I'm focusing on not messing up the movement at the end, though. TTYD Clopto. Oh, God. Oh, we didn't redeem the last one? Oh, does Jcog beat Bowser? Turtle flip mast. Oh, there it was. I was about to do it. Okay, well, we could still do it. There's still like a minute. So you could do like a really quick 30-second one or something. Just end it early. No, you're good. You're good, Pledge. I think we all were. I didn't even think about it. Yo, oh, we got a scam. I didn't even realize we got a scam train going. Or do we? I don't see it. Maybe we do. Sentisec, get your guesses in. It's almost over. I just lost time. Oh, okay. At this point, I think it, dude, okay, I'm losing time here. But whatever, it's fine. It's still a low 142. My brain kind of forgot to equip Speedy Spin, and I don't know if it's actually faster to do it if you don't do it immediately. So, I haven't been in this situation in a while, chat. Okay, so I probably lost like 3 or 4 seconds there. Probably like 4, since I stood still for like a half second. But anyway, thank you for the 100 bits life. I didn't say. I don't know if I actually said it. Whatever. Losing time, not like this. Oh, I only lost 1.4 seconds? Yo, why do I even equip Speedy Spin there? Yo, and Rodent, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the channel. To Ist Das Alice Ace, I can never remember. Almost Luigi, DJ Malmal, Shmue, and Applied 823. Welcome back into the Rookery, everybody. And thank you for the GGs, everybody. 142.18. Also, why do I equip Speedy Spin? To save that second. There's an actual answer. But yeah, yo, you know what we gotta do though? Do I have this set up? I don't think I have this set up. Can I set it up easily? Oh, yo! Ist, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Paying it forward to Ivy, Carnivora, B-Sig, Mechanized Monster, The Funk Engine, and Chibui. Welcome back into the Rookery, everybody. What's up, Tamani? Yeah, new PB. Actual, real PB. Real PB. My actual PB before this was a 142.58. So this is a 40-second PB. So, yeah. Oh man, this is gonna be annoying to run against. There's no huge mistakes in this run. Yeah, like the beginning was extremely solid. Like, look at that. Oh, and thank you for the 69 bits, Pladge. Yeah, but I'm so close. Like, I didn't lose really any time until I had a sloppy chapter 5. And then I had a not awful, but not great early lackey. And then Peach Warps were second Peach Warp was kind of sloppy. And then door 2 was like, or door 1 and 2. I don't remember anything super bad happening. I think I just need to try and tighten stuff up. And then, yeah, and then it's just RNG from there. This is actually going to suck to run against. But yeah, top 5. And top 3 on N64. Yeah, we were green from beginning to end, true. Yeah, we never went red this run, compared to, well, that's not my actual PB, but we actually went very far behind my actual PB and then caught up a lot because of routing. But yeah, very hype run. I did not. You don't remember all these bosses in the run? That's fine. They were totally there, I swear. Okay, but what I need to do, what I was about to set up, if I can do this. Do I have one set up for this yet? What if I have one set up for this? I don't think I do. Okay. We're gonna give me a second to set a thing up. How big is that? I need this. Okay, there, yeah, I think that's good. Alright. Chat! Spam! I'm gonna do a PB picture! This is going on Twitter! Yeah, Glower is insane at this game. But spam! Alright. I'll give it a second. I don't wanna be favoritism or anything. I don't know, but I don't know what's I can never know I'll just smile. Yeah, that's a good looking one. That's a good looking picture, I think. All right, and my last any percent PB was, oh, that was the other thing I wanted to check. My last any percent PB was December 7th, 2019, so almost 2 years ago. I did PB Fiend, I did! Alright, I can take the thing off. I can take that off. But okay, hang on, let me tweet, gotta tweet it. The world hadn't collapsed, true. This is my first any percent. Actually, let's put it this way. This is my first any percent PB since I got Twitch partner. Like, what? If anybody wanted to like it or anything, there's the tweet. Alright, have a good night, Trail. Can look at a picture of myself and conclude it looks good. Yeah. I mean, I've never claimed to have low self-confidence, so. No, feels bad, Jesse. Let's go, Flash! I actually did not look. Yo, nobody put anything bad, did they? No, it's just emotes. Feels good, man. Confirmed narcissist? No, there's a difference. You can have self-confidence without being a narcissist. I swear. Dreamboat Twitter boy. Wait, was there? Wait, is there? Oh, I thought you were saying there was a Bible thump in the tweet. Oh, you did make it, Jesse. Oh, man. Tis a bruh moment. Some nice fighter. Dang. Sag to everyone who didn't make it in. I specifically don't, but other people can. Oh, my word. That's what all narcissists say? That's... Making me this difficult, chat. Didn't dodge the PB video. Let's go. No. Maybe I'll make it smaller, the chat smaller next time so more people can fit in. But I didn't have that set up, so I had to make it on the fly, so. What's up, Kristen? That's okay. I got the good luck anyway. Thank you for the GG. Oh, really? Played nice. Yeah, this is hype, dude. This is hype. Only 4 people in the world have ever beaten this game faster than me. Well, technically only 1 if you count Stop and Swap, but if you qualify that as beating the game. Why does everyone think I won Glundo World Record? Not really. I don't even know if I'll do another run. Willow. Stop and Swap is beating the game. So yeah, in that case, only 1 person has ever beaten the game faster than me, which is Glower. The Stop and Swap screen, yo. Spreading lies. It's always Glower. Glower is just kind of insane at this game. Am I free of any percent? I mean, I'm 19 seconds away from a 141. So... but still so good of a boy. No, Glower's good. Glower deserves... Glower's put in a lot of time into this game. He deserves the times he has. Alright, you know what? If you're watching this on YouTube, have a good one.